Josh, what's the sense in the dressing room, do you think, after quite an unusual game?
Yeah, I thought it was pretty positive. Leo touched on it there. I thought the main thing the lads were chatting about was the excitement for the week ahead, getting a win. I think one of the things I found was really pleased with today, obviously it was not ideal the amount of points we conceded. We spoke about, Leo spoke about that already, but how calm it was out there was brilliant. It was like Tommy spoke at half time, Caelan was really good throughout. Just in the huddles there was never any panic, even when it probably seemed like we did disallowed try. They had another breakaway try, they were in 3 points in the lead, and there was never any panic out there. I think that was I've been involved in games before where you can kind of feel maybe a small bit of panic, but it was unbelievably calm. Like that'll come in knockout rugby or any rugby really. You kind of get those situations where they might get a breakaway try or feel like you're playing well, which I felt out there. I think all the lads felt they played really well. They tried really hard. There was good intent out there, and then they managed to get a few breakaway tries, took their chance as well. But I think overall pretty positive.
What do you think you'll take from today in terms of turning into next week? Is it all those positive? Is there a little bit of a warning there about overplaying in your own halves a little bit?
And when we spoke at half time just around the ball control side of things, like obviously there was in terms of attack, certainly first half there was plenty of opportunities, and we took a few of them, but maybe could have forced it a small bit at times as well, and that's probably what led to a couple of the tries. So, but I think it's great to be in that situation. I think you'd rather be. It's all in our control. I didn't think there was a huge amount out there that we couldn't just fix ourselves, which is good, and to score the amount of points in attack as well as we got was good as well. But it was a funny game in that it didn't do a huge amount of defending. But yeah, I thought it's definitely a lot of positives. I'm sure when we go through the review there'll be plenty of things we could have done better, but definitely I'll be thinking positively anyway.
Josh, could I just ask you about Roy Blair? Like, it's remarkable, broke his leg 4 months ago and looked like a lad who was flying out there.
Yeah, he was really good. Yeah, he's worked really hard all throughout, and brought a great attitude to the week. He's calling the lineouts as well, which is yeah, Leo obviously called lineouts, but for me I don't know how they do it in terms of it's pretty impressive the amount of workload that takes. And he was brilliant all week, brought great energy. He's been really good in training and flying about the place. It's great to see, because I've been there myself. It's a very hard thing to be out for so long. You obviously you can sometimes have your mental doubts and that kind of thing, but to go out and perform like he has and get back playing is credit to him.
Yeah, even with Alex Usinoff coming on half time, first European debut, and looked fairly comfortable out there, did he?
Yeah, he's been played really well last game, or the Glasgow game. Played brilliantly, and he's been really good in training. Thought he was great this week. Scrum's really good. A few good moments in training as well. Stand out, and he's a great lad to have around the group as well. Real happy, jolly kind of lad. So yeah, it's good man to have around.
Josh, I know you prefer there were fewer errors across the board, but do you feel you gain more from a game like that when you are put in a difficult position and you have to, I suppose, navigate your way out of it?
I suppose both are good, but I think particularly I mentioned the mental side of things, staying nice and calm. Like knockout rugby we've been there every year at some stage or throughout the season. You have times where things just aren't going your way, even you feel like you're doing everything right, or you're certainly preparing as well as you can and performing as well as you can, and things just aren't going your way. So I think it can take a lot of confidence from it. We've had a few like that earlier in the season where we probably had close games and managed to get a win out of them. So I think those are certainly, you build a bit of momentum that way, and you take a bit of confidence from the fact that, right, if we get into a bad situation, which will probably happen at some stage, then we'll be better for it.
Leo, you spoke about Edinburgh having a free hit and how dangerous they could be. It's very similar with Sale Sharks, isn't it? Like they can't make the playoffs. This is their one shot at glory. that makes them a bit more dangerous? Just talk about them a bit more and what you've seen them.
Yeah, and like they've top end performers as well. Guys have been around the block, so know what they're doing. Yeah, and they'll pose a proper physical test for us. In terms of what they lean into, in terms of their identity, which is hard working north of England. So making sure our guys, pretty quickly get to understand what that picture is going to look like. So, and we can't feed them life in the game, so we need to make sure we're piling on as much pressure as we can to them every opportunity. So, but that's the challenge for us, with a short turnaround. So we'll assess and see where everybody is and make a new plan tomorrow and get back to work on Tuesday.
What was the most encouraging aspect about today's performance, and where do you think you most need to improve next week?
Listen, we scored some great team tries, I think, out there today, so that's pleasing. But the biggest is probably respecting possession. I think is probably the biggest thing. So, because listen, another day you're going to get more punished than we were today. We got punished in terms of scoreboard, but we didn't get punished with terms of the end result. So, listen, I haven't quite seen anything like that before today.
It's a nicer kick-off time next week, Leo, and the fans really got behind you when things got a bit dicey in the second half. You're looking for as many as possible to come out next week and support you. I know it's a short turnaround to sell the tickets, but
yeah, this is a tricky time of year, Easter holidays and all the rest. But listen, we would, it'd be amazing to have, a similar type of support now next week. It's now a short turnaround, but we'd ask a lot of fans. But listen, it's hugely appreciated from the team for sure. Because listen, we can't do what we do without the support that we have. So, and that's the thing over the course of this competition. Listen, we just need to keep building this connection, isn't it? Like, and make the home advantage pay in every way we can. So, and listen, ultimately, us as a team and management need to make sure we do everything we possibly can to prepare the team. So, supporters want to come and watch us play, and cheer for the team. But listen, it was great atmosphere out there today. And hopefully have something similar now next week.
in terms of the lads who missed today, are you expecting any of them back next week?
Yeah, James got through some training there on Friday, which is positive. He was in the coach's box with us there, and listen, Gary's pretty close as well. So those two, a few other guys are getting closer, but getting there, which is pleasing. And reasonably good from today, I think.